My only 10-hole ocarina is this, the Muse in E flat. I might be wrong on that, but that's what I believe it is. I actually got this for working with Songbird. I remember when this first came out, it was $300. They've now lowered the price of the Muse to $130. So jump on that, because this is one of the best sounding ocarinas I've ever had. This particular ocarina looks like it's got the face of an angel sculpted into it, and it has a windswept design. Now, not only does this make it look artistically very nice, but it also makes it very comfortable to hold. And you might be thinking, oh, what about that band-aid on your finger? Is that going to mess up your playing at all? Well, no, this is a good band-aid. I can still play. Watch. Again, cold ocarinas, not the best to play. So this ocarina right here in D flat only has 10 holes because it doesn't have sub-holes. That only holds it back from like a pinch. Like, I could probably count the number of songs I know that need 12 hole on one hand because there's that few. And this would not be considered a bass. It wouldn't really be considered an alto. I consider it a tenor, personally. The reason it's a tenor is because it's not a bass. It's not anywhere near as deep sounding as bass, as you'll see, but it's nowhere near as high sounding as an alto. So this is how the Muse sounds. I'm not going to finish the song because I need to wrap this up as soon as possible. But that's essentially how the Muse sounds. It's fantastic. Everyone loves it. I have yet to find someone that dislikes the Muse when I play it. Another ocarina from Songbird is the Ocarina of Time. Now, this is an older model from about 2 years ago. They have a newer model. It's better shaped for playing, and it has a little curve here, so your fingers will slide easier onto the subholes. I really highly recommend that. Not only is it good for replica, but it's also very good for playing. And a lot of people, when I would be working with David alongside him at DragonCon, would be saying things like, oh, can you play the Song of Time on the Ocarina of Time? Can you play the Song of Storms? Can you play Saria's Song? Can you play Zelda's Lullaby? I can't tell you how fast I got tired of playing that, so I stopped playing it as soon as I could. But let's do Song of Storms and hope it doesn't rain, because it's already looking pretty cloudy here. Isn't it, Chris?
Yes, it is.
Isn't it, Redactyl?
Yes, it is.
That's an alto in the key of C. The newer Songbird ocarinas are going to look better than this because mine is old. The silver here is faded away, but it's still there for the most part on this side. And they have a better Triforce now too, I believe. So that's the Ocarina of Time from 2 years ago by Songbird. I really recommend getting the newer one if you're interested. It's cheaper than most other ocarinas you'll find out there, and it plays. Keeping up with the Songbird ocarinas trend, instead of going from lowest to highest, we're going to next do the Dragon Tooth. Now, the Dragon Tooth comes with the new chain, which is very long, and it's very nice if you don't want to wear something as a pendant. As you can see, it comes down to about your waist. David and I are about the same height. He's a tiny bit shorter than me, but not by much. So, and our frames are about the same, so it was on his waist too. So, most of your ocarinas that are pendants aren't going to be clanking around on your Dragon Tooth if you decide to wear it this way. Mine chipped a little bit because I had to go chasing a dog once and it slipped out of the case I had. My bad, I should have kept the case closed. Sad day. I got the Dragon Tooth that's a little bit quieter, so this Dragon Tooth isn't going to be as loud as the originals were. And I also got the one that's in the speckle design. You can get it in different designs. It looks speckled as in lizard skin. So imagine lizard skin with a nice purpley, neat design. Very good ocarina for the quality, and comes in multiple different designs. The next ocarina we're going to do is the STL. Actually, I'm not entirely sure what the design of this was. I thought it was the horn, but it's not the horn. It's like the horn, it's just slightly different because it's more of a tooth. I really like this design because of how comfortable it is to hold. You'll also notice that STL tends to do sub holes, one on the left hand, one on the right. This is called the Taiwanese style. The way where they're both on the right hand is called the Japanese style, for anyone who didn't know that already. STL tends to make holes along above where the mouthpiece is, so that you can wear even the 12 holes as a pendant. And it's a very neat idea, I think. I just really hope it doesn't mess with the quality of anything. I don't think it does, but I'm not the expert. We'll have to talk with Doc Jazz on that. So here's how this sounds. Sounds pretty good. And if you also get this, you'll be very happy with what you get, because instead of being flat along here, it's got a nice curved design, so your fingers get to curl around that and rest just the same way they do on this side. This ocarina that ocarina is only about $40, I believe. So good buy for the money if you're not looking to get something that's too pricey, but you're looking to get something ceramic that's out of the ordinary as far as the shape. The next STL ocarina I have to show off is this triple chambered ocarina. Now I can't quite get the third chamber to work right because I haven't practiced with it enough, but I have done some practice with the other chambers, so let's see how that sounds. Sounds pretty good. Let's hear the second chamber. Sounds pretty good. One thing I like to do with doubles and triples is play both of them at the same time. You get something like this. Sounds pretty neat, doesn't it? This is a plastic, so it's not going to sound quite as good as a ceramic, but it still sounds very good quality, as opposed to being something that isn't so great. I like the design, how they did a neat green to blue. I think they have red to orange as the other color. This was only a little under $60, I believe. And you can also wear this one. I tend to wear this one all the time, simply because it is a plastic and it has two chambers, and I need to practice with those two chambers. So if you're thinking about getting this, really, I can back you up on it. It's good design if you want to see what a two-chamber ocarina is like without going off and getting a ceramic one. And just to prove my point that I really don't know what I'm doing with the third chamber, there you go. The final ocarina I have to show is a soprano from STL. And keep in mind, this isn't the final ocarina period, this is just the final one from STL. So, don't get that confused. I like how this has a nice design to it instead of just being a plain solid design. It's very eye-catching. I noticed that more girls than guys were really liking this. So, if you get this ocarina, chicks will dig you. And you won't regret it because it sounds very nice as well. That's about as high as I'm gonna go. This ocarina didn't cost very much. It was very nice for the money that I had to pay for it, and I can back anyone up that says they want this. They also come in different colors as well. Just about every ocarina I've shown you here comes in different colors. So that is an option if you're looking. The final ocarina I have to show is the only base ocarina I own, and it's the only ocarina from this manufacturer. Now, I don't like saying that because this manufacturer is very nice. You can recognize this ocarina from the tip. It is noble. It is a base ocarina in the key of C. Now, this ocarina is a very nice ocarina for the price, which I got this at about $100. It's very nice for the sound, and it's very nice because instead of being a 4 or 6 hole bass, it's actually 12 holes. So this is what this sounds like. And if you want to go even higher, we could even go as far as. So, there you have it. Every ocarina I own. If I had to choose favorites, obviously this is my favorite bass and all that good stuff. I'd have to say my favorite from Songbird so far has.
Outtake.
I'd have to say my favorite from Songbird so far is the Muse. It just sounds fantastic. It has a lovely shape to it. Everyone loves it. And they brought down the price from $300 to $130. So really, go get it. It's awesome. And it comes in more than one key. What are you still doing here? Go get that ocarina right now.